Thank you, Giles, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this celebratory event today and for the opportunity to give a brief summary of our international development work in Scotland. I wanted to start with just a very quick introduction to how the Open University works in Scotland. The OU is funded by the Scottish Funding Council to deliver learning and teaching to students domiciled in Scotland. We are recognised in statute as one of the 19 higher education institutions in Scotland, and with over 20,000 students, we are the fourth largest university in Scotland. We receive over £26 million per annum in teaching grants, plus a number of additional grants, recurrent grants, including funding for upskilling and for knowledge exchange. We work very closely with the Scottish Government and with relevant agencies to support both widening access to higher education and the skills agenda in Scotland. But one of our most long-standing and successful areas of collaboration with the Scottish Government since devolution has been in the area of international development, particularly supporting access to high-quality learning with Global South partners. 10 years ago, the Open University successfully bid for a grant from the Scottish Government to deliver access to teaching scholarships in Malawi, a country with a long-standing relationship of over 150 years with Scotland, and a relationship that the OU maintains through its membership of the Scotland-Malawi Partnership. So this was a precursor to a lot of the work that we've been doing since, and you'll see that we were awarded just under £500,000 for 3 years by the Scottish Government's International Development Fund. We were able to award about 1,000 scholarships to women in rural communities and prepare them to achieve the entry requirements to go on to teaching training programmes. And the programme was also an award winner as well. So this set the ground for some of the work that has followed on from this. The Scottish Government has a very limited international development fund and chooses to focus on projects in a small number of partner countries with historical and cultural connections to Scotland to maximise the impact it can make. Next year, the OU in Scotland and the faculty and the Wells faculty will be coming to the end of a 6-year project in Zambia, funded again by the Scottish Government, to support the improved quality of learning and teaching experiences for children in primary schools in the central province of Zambia. I won't say anything more about this project, the ZEST project, because there is an exhibition stand, which I would really encourage you to visit at lunchtime to find out more about this project's successes and the legacy that we hope it will leave. I would, however, like to play a very short video clip from the OU's 50th anniversary reception at the Scottish Parliament back in 2019, where the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, made specific reference to our international development work in Zambia.
Open University is also playing an increasingly important role in international development, something that I think is to be enormously welcomed and encouraged. The Scottish Government and the OU are currently working together, for example, on a project in Zambia that focuses on developing the skills of thousands of primary school teachers in that country. I think that's a great example of the work that the Open University does to promote high-quality education across the world. And of course, it demonstrates the commitment to equality and excellence that is so fundamental to the ethos of the Open University.
Couldn't have put it better myself. So the Open University is a member of the Scottish International Development Alliance, and we engage with this network both through knowledge exchange and business development activities. You'll also be hearing from Theo later on today, who is the director of the Inogen Institute, a collaboration between the Open University and the University of Edinburgh, with a strong international presence, and whose work we have been delighted to support through our knowledge exchange funding on various occasions. There is significant potential for the Open University to do more in Scotland and to collaborate with other higher education institutions and organisations. And as we come to the end of our 6-year ZEST project funded by the Scottish Government, we have a really well-deserved reputation in Scotland for delivering successful outcomes in international development. So how can we build on this? What can we do in the OU and Scotland to help you in other areas of the university to build relationships with external stakeholders, to support new bids, or to support knowledge exchange activities? Do get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.